So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Pepe, undoubtedly the centre of attention today. Another huge landmark reached. It is his 500th game for the team.
Well, he's a special professional who's done a sterling job to keep himself at the top of...
He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. Nicely weighted ball. Spence promptly onto that, and that is that. Doku scooting forward. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Dani Olmo! It's a goal! 2-0, and in next to no time. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
The ball has bounced loose now. Pau Kubasi cuts it out.
Bangladesh are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Conceição. Lewandowski. Good read, needed to be. Gerrard. And it's Conceição. Gerrard. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Fernandez. And here's Doku. Kadiolu. Now, can they get him away? Gerrard. Tries to play it through. Threads one in. And they're back on the ball again. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Gerrard. Casemiro with a definite foul there. It's a quick one. Engages and forces him off the ball. That's good running with the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Francisco Conceição is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Bangladesh are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Casemiro is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Gerrard. And here's Lewandowski. He's having a pop! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Fernandes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Doku.
There will be 1 minute.
Well, that is one way to stop him. He's having a hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This possibly the last play of the half. And he gets rid in a hurry. That's it, 45 minutes up. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Bangladesh really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Gerrard. Number 11.
The second period is on the way.
Coming on the field.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
He has found the way through. Bangladesh come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Now it's Conceição. Conceição. Pass somewhat off target. Chance to shoot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And here's Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo. Good, strong midfield running here. Tries one from range. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Passing nice and neat. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Neymar.
Pretty robust defending.
It's played through for him. He's found a way through. It's Neymar! And there's a goal. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. You don't keep those outs. He knew. He just knew.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Bangladesh cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Dani Olmo. Spence. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile. Big chance! Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. And there's the goal they've been looking for. beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Spence. Fernandez. Yamal producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Dani Olmo. That is good progress on the left. Dani Olmo on a serious charge here. Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Yamal. Coming on the field
Spence.
is number 23, Messi.
Takes on his marker, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Looking for options for movement. That is a crunching tackle.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Towering header! And no mistake! Deep, deep into injury time! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Bangladesh give themselves a... And that will be it. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway. Shot at goal! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Threads one in. It's Drogba! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better.
He's there to head it! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And he's there to retrieve it. Neymar. And this is Romario. And he shoots! And yes, it's there! And they've got their lead back. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Looking for the run. Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Real chance here. And he can thump it away. Iraq have it back and can go again. Tries to pass it through. And he's worked it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Yamal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Yamal is onto this. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that's been slipped through. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's a good ball. It's Gerrard! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bangladesh with the corner, they're first. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Romario! Not a bad try by any means. Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Carvajal, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Akanji calmly anticipates. Now he's off and running. Gerrard. And here's Romario. Llorente does well not to be outdone there.
Romario clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Romario. And this is Neymar. And he's managed to... It's Neymar! 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 One of a type! He's brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And look what it means to... Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Bangladesh are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Bangladesh claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Gerrard. Coming on the
So
field
off we go again.
Number 2, Sado.
And this is Drogba. Pepe wins the duel this time. Mbappe! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Seedorf. Now it's Neymar. And this is Romario.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's Neymar! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Great vision. Now it's Drogba. And it's Kimmich. Pass is just off target. Oh, this looks sharp. Yamal. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Batistuta. Almost an hour gone. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Bangladesh clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, well played. Carvajal. Bangladesh still have the cards to affect this game. Gerrard. Kimmich. Now it's Romario.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Quick look, then... And a header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Bonucci cuts out the pass. Drogba, Mohamed Salah. Rijkaard. Seedorf. Engages and forces him off the ball. Just about up to 75 minutes. The less said about that pass, the better. Llorente. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's got away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Picked out brilliantly. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Neymar. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Seedorf. And that's a dangerous ball. Neymar! In he goes again. Just cruising. They are cruising. And they are disappearing out of sight. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Mohamed Salah. He might be in. It's Drogba! And that's in. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
88 minutes is number 18, Didier Drogba. Substitution on the field, number 7, Yamal.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So could they be onto something here?
Number 3.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Coming on the field,
Kimmich.
number 22, Hannes.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Jan Koller. Number 8.
Well, this is surely their last chance.
Number 18.
And we're done. Bangladesh can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride.
Security staff for each block.
Your final
Please
thoughts,
report
Jim?
to the staff
Bangladesh
immediately.
definitely impressing me here, especially the
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes...
And the finish! A real chance and a real let-off. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Sorlot, closing in on goal. Bonucci. Nice bit of trickery. And it's made its way to him. Rijkaard is there to clear. Oh, that's a key interception. Van Dijk. Pinches it off him. Now it's Neymar. Now he's running away. Gets a good foot in there. Pacho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bonucci calmly anticipates. Azar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Batistuta. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Great vision. Now it's Romario. It's a throw-in. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been... Decent chance! Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's been shifted off it. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Kovacic. And here's Raul. Good ball, good take. Oh, well played, he needed to get that right. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Gerrard. Great ball, and he's in. Shevchenko! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And he's managed to get rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he plays one through. Batistuta has it in a wide position. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Gerrard. Now it's Neymar. That has been cut short. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Great ball if he can get there. That's the keeper's ball. And they can counter here. Now it's Gerrard.
That's going in strongly.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Not the most accurate pass. And Romario! Oh, that is beautiful! Romario! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Harun was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
There will be one
Yamal.
at a time.
Now it's Romario. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Haaland. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Bangladesh up by one goal at the halfway point.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Bangladesh can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Gerrard. Coming on the field is number 2.
So into the second half.
Bangladesh can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
He's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Strong running down that left flank.
Oh, really well played.
Roll proves just a little bit too strong. And he's undercooked that. Out of play for a goal kick.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
No luck with that dink over the top. Harun. Kovacic is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And this is Shevchenko. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
This looks promising. Pepe. Madrid have it back and can go again. Tries a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cleared without hesitation. He's having a hit! No, just not quite.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Seedorf. That looks a cracking... Neymar! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Goulet. Lovely bit of skill. Shevchenko. Now it's hot. There's the shot! It's hit the upright. And that could come back to haunt them.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most.
Corner number 3 coming up. Shevchenko! And the difference is still 1, but only just.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Now it's Haaland, and he's got away from him. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
This to be all square. Oh, he'd love to have another go at that. And it's Seedorf. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
It's Neymar! And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Romario picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're very much on the way now. It's a pretty loose pass. Some good work on the right flank here. And he's managed to get free. Rabiot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Now it's Batistuta. Now, can they get him away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Just about within shooting range. Boy, he struck that clean. Quarter of an hour played. And he's forced to go back. Harun. Now that's well seen too. And it's Rabiot. Bangladesh are still to register. And Messi!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Now it's Romario. Messi is the team's great visionary. That's good running with the ball. Messi had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bonucci, that's a sharp pass. Threads one in, and he's been shifted off it. And it's been hooked away.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. The pass has gone astray. Neymar, and he's running through. Neymar! Yamal has it out wide and in space. Tacho gets it away. Rabiot. And the referee says that is that for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable.
Coming on the field is
That gets us going once more. So neither side has yet broken through. It's Neymar! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Tries to play it through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Takes a shot! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant!
Surprise, surprise, who else? The ideal time and the ideal man to do it. This is going to liven up the second half.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Batistuta! Gabriel Batistuta! Substitution on the field, number 11, Batistuta.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Gerrard! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Bangladesh have the chance to go the other way. Merino, never out of the action for very long. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Merino takes a shot. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pepe promptly onto that, and that is that. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. And here's Marino. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking for options for movement. And a shot! Well taken goal. 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Bangladesh are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Into the last 5 minutes. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Seedorf. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's been caught. There's the shot! And that's a sharp finish. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Besiktas give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. And there goes the final whistle. Bangladesh proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Neymar claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Towering header! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so...
Shoots! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Bale! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can...
And a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Looking for options for movement. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi going forward. Great ball if he can get there. Well, that has not gone well. That has ended up in no man's land. Shifted upfield. Harun! Harun!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Great chance! Relentless! Just relentless! They are purring, truly purring. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
A case now of complete control. Bale. Oh, he's having a go! And he should have made it 4.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Maldini spots it and intercepts. Now that looks a decent ball. Rashid is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. That's a throw. Quick look, then plays it in. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Request today for everybody to please kindly remove any cars parked on the road outside the stadium.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Gerard. Number 11.
So right back into the action.
Coming on the field,
Bangladesh decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Bangladesh come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
That's been cut out, well played. Yamal played into space. It's a pretty loose pass. O'Shea, and he's intervened well there. And it's Ronaldinho. It's a good run, this, one that is high in energy. Can he get away here? And it's played in, and he shoots! It's a goal! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Goes for a shot! And that's past the post.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when
he leaps for it! And he's stuck it away! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Milan are having a ball here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And he's managed to gift it back. It's a good run down the right. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. That's a sharp pass. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Bangladesh are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Yamal! Yamal! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Bangladesh certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Messi. Now he's got space here. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, that's neat. Romario going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ronaldinho charging forward, the ball at his feet. That's tidy. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
There will be 3 minutes
De Paul.
added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Great vision. And no, that was never going to make it. That's a good foray he's making. And that's it. Bangladesh have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Dink through.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Real chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Persib Bandung with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He leaps for it! And he's being shifted off it. Persib Bandung can try it again now. It's their second corner of the game. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Plays the return pass. Martinez is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And Romario! There it is! And there is your opener. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Bangladesh are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Bangladesh clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. This is the time you need that pace.
Cannavaro, always a very imposing presence at the back. Looking for the run. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Martinez. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Pirlo. And here's Hullet.
Bangladesh really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Romario. Pirlo. Looking for a runner. Oh, delightful ball. And it's Shevchenko. Big chance! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Persib Bandung are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Persib Bandung restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Gerard. Number 11.
So we're into the second 45.
Coming on the field, number 2, Seydorf.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Bangladesh, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Played into space. Oh, that's clever.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Looking for options for movement. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Just about up to the hour now. And the pass is intercepted. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Hullet. It's played through for him. Shot at goal! And he hits the net! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And he's done it again, he's got his second.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Yamal.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Persib Bandung with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Shapes to shoot!
Griezmann really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
And here's from Mario. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Now that's well seen too.
Persib Bandung clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Marquez. Thuram. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
What a hit, the save was firm.
Bangladesh really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a searching pass. Oh, what a pass! Šeško! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Šeško is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, shooting chance! And that signals the end. Bangladesh, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Oh, shooting chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he's taking no chances there. Bangladesh are looking to go forward now. Neymar. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Romario. Now it's Messi. Defending of the desperate variety. Puyan Palo. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Jensen. Played out wide. Tries to pass it through. Oh, sweet feet. Elects to cross. And that should get the job done. Shot could be on. Oh, look at this. And the shot! And that has been knocked clear. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Takes aim and crosses. In one's header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And he's had it nicked away. Bangladesh still without a single shot on target. And it's Messi. Ambitious ball here. Cleared without hesitation. Great ball and he's in here. It's Griezmann! He's scored! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
After 28 minutes is number 8, Antoine Griezmann.
Bangladesh are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. Romario really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Kamara. Now that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here. Looking for a corner. Thuram attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's worked it through. Romario, shot a goal! And he couldn't finish.
Good play though. I love the way he was able to time his run like that. It's great skill to get it through one-on-one.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Romario. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Bangladesh up by one goal at the halfway point.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Bangladesh leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. So right back into the action. Bangladesh leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Camera. Finland are very much a team that like to work off a central target. Is that how you see them, Jim?
Yeah, I agree with that, Peter. They seem to have the right personnel, certainly on the delivery front. I'm sure there's a trigger to this, whether it's someone opening up the passing lanes or making a move into the box.
Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Tries the cross. And it's Messi. Oh, important interception. Bangladesh just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Pojan Palo. Real chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution on the field, number 20.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is...
Goes to finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Roberto Carlos can clear it away. Yamal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is... Great chance! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
So we have further activity on the bench here. Bangladesh are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And it's hit the woodwork and out! And the finish! Another one of football's and how moments.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Bangladesh have the chance to go the other way. And he's got the beating of his man. Now it's Yamal. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Oh, super ball! Shapes to shoot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution.
Bangladesh are making a change now. They've played it short. Chance to shoot! Oh, it's come off the upright. And now they can spring out of defence.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Played out to the left flank. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's going to go a long way.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's the end. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people.
Hello, everybody.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So straight into the action. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Inzaghi. And here's De Bruyne.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal.
De Bruyne. Some front-footed pressing going on here.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Knocks it into space. And it's Inzaghi. Tries to play it through. And this is Rui Costa. So what can they make of this? Batistuta. And the counter is on. Quality ball. He's in a great position here. The ball goes in.
Well, the goalkeeper's a lucky boy there.
Played out to the left flank. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short, and that's been drilled in. And now a sudden chance to counter. De Bruyne. Now it's Inzaghi. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. And we are up to the break.
Bangladesh certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, De Bruyne.
So off we go again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point.
Number 22, Rui Costa.
Now it's Van Basten. Lukaku. No, that's been intercepted.
Number 23, Lautaro Martinez. Number 20, Lukaku.
Bangladesh do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Dybala makes the interception, and it's Lukaku. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Van Basten, looking for the run. Great chance! But he's left disappointed.
Seedorf is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Seedorf stood his ground strongly. And the shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Oh, good climb! He's got a goal! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
67 minutes is
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, shooting chance! And he couldn't finish.
Lukaku deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Oh, good effort! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Looking for options for movement. Nicely spread. Some good work on the right flank here. That is a brilliant interception.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Martinez! Fantastic from Martinez! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Bangladesh have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Plays a sharp little ball here.
Has been indicated.
Onana. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And that is that. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection and knowing instinctively when to bring the ball out of defence. It's almost like having a defender and a playmaker combined.
Now it's Seedorf. Chance for a shot! There it is! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Bangladesh are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
There's the shot! Oh, good finish! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And it's Seedorf. That's a lovely pass. He's having a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rui Costa. Rijkaard. A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. But that has not gone well. Rijkaard. De Bruyne has been caught there, it's a foul. Nesta is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Harrison. Can he get on the end of this? And that's a simple one for the keeper. Rijkaard. Now De Bruyne, played into space, and that has been cleared.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Harrison, and it's Rui Costa. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Substitutions taking place.
So we're into the second 45.
Bangladesh are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Bangladesh come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Cross from Van Basten! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. No, he's not getting his way this time. Now it's Van Basten. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And a chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's a goal! And they get themselves in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, Even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Bangladesh have their lead. Bangladesh perhaps contemplating their next change here. Nicely aimed pass. De Ketelara. Seedorf. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Dybala applies the finish! It's loose, and there's a race for the... Takes a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
De Ketelara actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.